Meaning of the government. The word government comes from the Latin word named gubernare. That is, it means to rule. So gubernare means to rule. From the Latin word gubernare, the word government has been derived. So in society, the group of people who control and command the general public are known as the government body, right? And they are elected by the citizens. Ours is a democratic country. But then every country needs a government, let it be a democratic government or a communist government, because government's function is to make decisions and get the things done rightly at the right time and in a right way. And these decisions can be anything. For example, building the roads and schools, or reducing the price of onions or any other cereals pulses, or supply of electricity or any other thing. So decisions can be anything which benefits the general public. And government also takes decision on the social issues, like it helps the poor and it has designed many schemes for the benefit of the poor people. Government has also the job of protecting the boundaries of the country, that is the border of the country. And then government also sees that our country maintains a peaceful relationship with all the neighboring countries. Government also ensures that all the people of the country should have enough food to eat, so that food should reach all the citizens of the country, and all the citizens of the country should also have good health facilities, like big corporate hospitals or normal government hospitals with all the healthcare facilities. And suppose if any natural disaster like tsunamis or earthquake or floods occur in the city, then the government's duty is to provide aid and assistance, that is food, money and shelter to the affected people. And if suppose somebody has committed a crime, a wrong thing, then there is court where there are judiciary, a group of judges or magistrates who punish these people. So courts are also a part of the government. So in this image you see children, the government has put a free health camp for the general health checkup of students. And this is a natural disaster where earthquake has occurred and there is lot of loss to the property of the public. Then it has sent the disaster management team who will work for the benefit of the people who have been affected by the disasters. In the ancient times, there was only one single king who looked after the people and solved the conflict of the people, and maintenance and order, the balance was maintained only by one person, that is the king. So that one person rule was known as monarchy. That was there in the earlier times, but now most of the nations run by democratic governments. That is, the government officials are chosen by the citizens of the country. Happens there is no government, and if there is no a body to control all the issues of the public, they will be full of chaos and lots of confusion. People will run here and there. People will not understand what to do whenever there is any problem. People will shout. So that is why government should be necessary. See, in this figure, in the ancient times, monarchy is shown. There will be one single king who rules the total country, and he is responsible for the well-being of the people. So this is ancient monarchy. The modern day government has mostly democratic government. This democratic government has many basic functions to be fulfilled. Let's see what are the functions of that government. So first function is administration. It needs to administer all the needs of the public. Government needs to manage the day-to-day affairs of the country, and the government is also responsible for providing the basic infrastructure to the people of that country, like constructing the roads, providing the railway services, postal services, telegraph services, public transport, buses, street lights. All these are also controlled by the government, and also a good relation with the neighboring nations. So all these are public sector services for the benefit of public. This is the public transport system in Delhi, buses. And then Indian Postal Services is also a very big network connecting all the cities, all the towns and villages of the country. All these services are provided by the government for the benefit of the general public. Security. Security from what? Security from attacks of the other countries. Government provides security to our country. To the people of our country, government provides security. Security from the attack of our neighboring countries or any other foreign people. So for this purpose of providing security, government has an armed force. This armed force consists of army people, air force people and navy people. So this is an image showing the Indian Air Force people who work for providing the security to the citizens of the country. Economic condition, the economics of the country. So economic security of the country is also controlled by the government. So the government controls the finances of the state, publicity of the notes, issuing of the currencies, controls the trade, share market and decides the economic policies of the state. So economic rate of the country is also controlled by the government. So this is the country, this is the currency of the United States, that is dollars, and this is the currency of the Indian country, that is rupees. Social security. So government is also responsible for the social security of the people. That means it also takes care of the people by providing health care facilities, hospitals, clinics and to the old people, senior citizens. It provides old age pensions free of cost. Without taking any charges, it gives old age pension to the people. And it prevents the discrimination of disadvantaged groups. So government sees that there is no discrimination among people based on caste system or any other body conditions or any other diseases. There should not be any discrimination among the groups of the people, and government ensures that there must be equal opportunity to all the people of the country because all are equal in the eyes of the law. Next function is environmental security. Surroundings that has to be maintained clean, neat, sanitation has there. So all these works are also undertaken by the government. Government ensures that the natural environment should be protected. It keeps a check on the pollution. See, every vehicle in the country needs to have pollution check. There need to be some levels of the pollution which needs to be maintained. By proper maintenance, pollution levels of the bike are certain specific amounts which are designed by the government. So these bikes, automobiles, cars, all of these vehicles need to follow that pollution level check every time. So they are pollution check vehicles parked on the roads which check the pollution levels of the vehicles. Only in limited amounts the bike should emit pollution. Excessive smoke should not go from the bikes or from the cars because this smoke will damage the environment. So government is responsible for keeping the pollution check and also over exploitation of resources. There are different forms of the government. So first form of the government is monarchy. So since I told you earlier, monarchy means rule by a single person, that is king or maybe the queen also. So only one single person is responsible for all the works of the country. So earlier times, ancient times, monarchy was the common form of the government where the king or the queen was the head of the government and used to control all the functions of the country, and it was also responsible for well-being of the citizens of the country. And then the position of the monarch was hereditary. That means if the king was the monarch, then the next generation monarch would be his son. Again the king's son would become the next generation monarch. Like that, the position of the monarch was hereditary. And in today's world also, still monarchies survive. But then, even though monarchies still survive, they do not have much power. Only the elected parliament controls the functions of the country. Even though monarchies still exist in some parts of the world, they are not given much power. Only the elected parliament, elected government has only the power. Only the elected government has the power to control all the activities of the country. So in this image you see that in United Kingdom the monarchy still exists. The king and the queen will always be existing in the United Kingdom. Dictatorship. Dictatorship means a form of the government where one single person or small group of persons rule the country, and then they rule the country without the approval of the people, but still they rule the country, and the common people have no say in such a government. No say means the opinion of the common people doesn't matter in such rule of the government, in the dictatorship, and no elections are held. All powers lies with the dictator. Only the dictator decides what activities should go on, what schemes should be there. Nobody elects the dictator. He himself becomes the king, and further also no elections will be conducted, and the common people's opinion doesn't matter at all. People do not have even the freedom of expression. They cannot say whatever they like, or any request also they cannot tell to the government, because the government doesn't listen. It is known as the dictatorship. The next form of the government is democracy. In India, we have democratic government. So democracy means government of the people, by the people, and for the people. So the general citizens of the country elect the representatives of the country. So people who rule the country are elected by the government representatives who are going to rule the country will be elected only by the people of the country, and then the government is also answerable to the people. Suppose if any, so democratic government is the most widely chosen form of the government in the world. Features of the democracy. So you know that India is a democratic country and India has the democratic government. So this achievement of the democratic government was a result of long and eventual struggle of the people. See, you know, freedom fighters, right? They struggled a lot to achieve the democratic government. Earlier, there was British rule in India, right? And in the world, there are still countries who are struggling to have democratic government. So in India, the government role is very important. So government takes the decisions, right? And the government takes the decisions to involve all the groups of the states so that they can be justice done to the people. And in these decisions, the members of the country participate, right? The democratic government, all the members of the country participate in the decision making process of the government. The government informs the people and sometimes takes the opinion of the people before taking any decision. So the decision is made collectively, that means by a total team. All the people together collectively make the decisions by all the sections of the society. There will be no discrimination like asking the opinion of one type of caste people and not asking the opinion of other type of caste people. It is not like that. In the democratic government, the decisions are made all together by all sections of the society. So government includes representatives from every group of the society, from every caste, from every creed and every race of the society, every group of the society come together. The government takes their opinion and then takes the decisions. So this is known as the representative democracy. Universal adult franchise, that means all the people who have crossed 18 plus years have the right to vote and elect the government representatives of the country. This is only known as the universal adult franchisee. When all the adult citizens of the country have the right to vote, it is known as the universal adult franchisee, and this is present in a democratic government.